Hello shooting fans and welcome to my review of the BlackWater 1911 R2. My review will cover the 4.5mm steel BB version of this pistol, but it's also available in 6mm airsoft. This is a highly detailed CO2 powered all metal replica with a dropout magazine and full blowback action. The pistol has Cybergun branding, but it's imported by ASG France, and I believe it's manufactured by KWC in Taiwan. It comes well packaged with one magazine, some BBs, an Allen wrench for the magazine, and some instruction manuals. The pistol is powered by a single 12-gram CO2 cartridge, which is housed in the supplied magazine. These can be easily changed with the Allen wrench provided, and will power the pistol for roughly 60 or so good shots. Each magazine can hold up to 18 BBs, although I would suggest that 16 is more like optimal. I personally favour BB guns that have got removable dropout magazines that hold the CO2 in them rather than the stick type. This is because if I want to do a lot of shooting, it means I've got less time reloading in between changing magazines, and it also means that you get more life out of your CO2 bulbs. I've invested in an additional 2 magazines for this pistol, and I've had a considerable amount of use out of all of them. Continuing on from the realism of the dropout magazines is an ambidextrous safety and a backstrap safety, which is a feature of many 1911 variants. In addition, when the last shot is fired, the slide will lock back open with a slide release catch. Sights are white dot and are very visible and highly effective, although they are not adjustable. As you can see, it's a really nice and well detailed pistol. Laser engraving picks out the details over a matte black finish with some painted silver highlights. Now, I would say that all areas of this pistol have seen a little bit of wear after considerable use, but it's still looking good. I'd say it's a nicer finish than my SIG P226 CO2 pistol, which is looking extremely tatty. It's got serrated areas for gripping when you're cycling the slide if you were using gloves or if it was wet weather. It's got a very nice grip and a rail, 20mm rail, which can be used with a number of different accessories. It's got a magazine well that you can see straight through when the slide is open, so again mimicking the real pistol. There's some more detail of the rail at the bottom there. And the pistol is also fully field strippable. Very much like the 1911, removing one part will release the top slide, and then the interior of the top slide with the barrel and the various springs can be disassembled separately for cleaning and maintenance. Assembly and disassembly is relatively easy with a little bit of practice, but I've found that taking the whole thing apart for cleaning isn't really that necessary, and as long as you keep the pistol clean and you remove any dirt or dust that might accumulate, then fully stripping it is not required. The BlackWater's got a standard magazine release on the left hand side of the grip, removable grips and a lanyard ring. However, while the form and function of this pistol are without doubt excellent, the overall finish does leave a little bit to be desired, as I think it does with most of these type of pistols. I particularly do not like the silver finish of the end bezel, which I think is just a mistake on this, which is otherwise a really nice looking piece. Realism, full metal construction, and being an accurate functional replica of the BlackWater 1911, this is a real winner for me. I hope you enjoyed this review. Please join me in part 2, where I'll be discussing in more detail the operation, shooting and accuracy of this pistol.